Hello and welcome to Nerd News Today. I'm Matthew, and in this episode, we're taking a look at something that is very near and dear to my heart here, and that's Minimates. I love Minimates. Diamond Select's been doing them for a long time. They're one of the longest running toys I've been collecting for quite some time here, and I'm now super excited to be able to talk about these because this is a really cool one here. Today, we're taking a look at the Diamond Select Transformers Minimates. When the heck did Diamond Select get the Transformers license? Well, let's back it up here a little bit and just give you guys a quick history lesson. So, obviously, Transformers are made by Hasbro. That is a completely different company than Diamond Select, and they're basically a competitor as well. What happened to make these two companies work together? Beats me, I don't know, but it's happening. So what we do know is that Diamond Select has the rights to make some products in Transformers as well as G.I. Joe. So we're going to be seeing some more G.I. Joe stuff coming soon as well. Not action figures, but more in the lines of sculptures, banks, statues, and Minimates. So kicking that off here is the very first wave of Transformers Minimates. We got 2 Decepticons, we got 2 Autobots, we got a 4-pack of awesomeness. Now let's talk about this packaging here, which is very simple and very much the opposite of a lot of the Transformers toys here. It's just your typical blister packaging, really. Very simple packaging. You've got to look at all 4 of the toys with nothing in their way. You can see all the accessories as well. Nothing blocking them, and it's very attractive. I think it helps to do it this nice and simple way too, because they really pop out all their color and all their translucent bits. It just looks plain simple and good. We've also got a little nameplate on the bottom here, which lets you know who's coming to this, but of course you already know who they are because you're probably a hardcore Transformers fan too. And the back of the packaging here doesn't really tell you anything else about the toys, just once again shows the pictures of them, gives you a little bit of a quick backstory on what the Transformers are, tells you about the articulation, and also reminds you these guys do not transform. Sorry to disappoint anybody out there who thought they would, but yeah, there's no way these guys could. So like I said, it's just nice, simple packaging, nothing to really delve into or really get a closer look at. We've seen far too much of this packaging already in this video. So let's go ahead, switch camera angles, and get a closer look at these Minimates from all angles. All right, let's get this review started, and let's bring in our first Autobot figure that we're going to look at here, and that will be Optimus Prime. He is the leader of the Autobots, and he is a very nice looking figure. Let's just bring everybody out, in fact, make things easier here. Let's bring in our next Autobot, and that's Bumblebee, because you can't have a first wave of Transformers without Bumblebee, can you? Up next, let's bring on some Decepticons, and we've got Starscream, who is one of my favorites, I think, of all time, but really, I think my actual favorite, probably like one of my top 5s, it would be Shockwave, and I'm really excited he's in the first wave here. So that is our look at the first 4 figures in this series. That's who they are. There's plenty more review, don't you worry about that. So let's go ahead and talk about these guys as they fall over here, and that's my fault. I gotta actually move them around a little bit more. This is just literally them straight out of the box, and they're standing up actually pretty decent considering that they are just right out of the box. But I will say all of them come with bases, and I guess I'm going to just go ahead and put them on there right now. Let's just do that to make sure they don't fall over as I'm doing this. So everybody has a base, which is really great, and I think all Minimates now come with bases, and that's so wonderful because it just makes it so easy to keep them in the same position, keep them standing. It's just very handy to have. And they're universal too, so the peg holes should fit like everybody, I think. I'm not sure if they're any bigger or any different. There we go, that's our Optimus. And I think before I do that, actually, let's talk about the articulation here. So let's show off on Bumblebee how they move, and they have some pretty good articulation here. So the heads move left and right, shoulders are ball jointed up and down, elbows can bend, the wrists can move and also come out so you can change things. Let's see if the waists move. I don't think the waists are going to move in these guys. Oh, they do. Okay, so the waist joint is actually a little bit hidden because of how they're doing this here. So this is like a little rubber piece you guys can hopefully see. That goes, if you pull off the head, you can probably swap that part out here. So you can still move the waist, which is very good to know. I was actually worried about that. Let's check out the leg joints as well. They're not, okay, they're moving fine. I was worried they're going to be hindered, but no, they're good. Knees can bend, and well, it looks like we did lose the ankles in these guys. So yeah, what they're doing here to keep their costs a little bit more safe is they're basically just putting on these big rubber pieces around the toy so that they you can basically print the bodies blank, paint them whatever, and then just put these bits on to customize them. And that's a good idea. Very cost-effective way to do this. Not make it too expensive, because yeah, if they're doing unique molds for every one of these, oh boy, that would get expensive very quick. All right, so there we go. We got Bumblebee on a base 2 now. So yeah, let's take a look at all of them, I guess. And yeah, like I said, they all have different bits that attach over the normal Minimates body, and they look excellent. I mean, I really like Transformers. I wasn't a big Transformer toy collector as a kid, but I really do like their designs. I like the Red series that they were doing, which I guess is discontinued already, but I really enjoyed the fact that they were making those figures like that and not transforming. Because it's just cool to have like a Transformers figure you can just articulate and play with like a normal action figure. I know the transforming part is like one of the best parts of it, but I just prefer my toys to be articulated figures. That's what these are here. So color-wise, I think colors are really, really nice, bright, vibrant colors. The gold and the silvers are all really nice, and really all the colors are a little bit metallic. I don't know how easy it is to see it on the video here, but everybody's got a little bit of a metallic tinge. I mean, obviously the silvers and the golds do, but even the purple, this kind of pink magenta looking color here, even the red and the blue, they got a little bit of a shine and sparkle to them, and that's really cool. I like that. It's not just plain basic colors like the packaging kind of makes it look like in some of those photos. For the most part, they all have a little bit of a metallic sheen to them. Let's turn these guys around too, just so you can see the backs, so that we're not staring at their faces all day while they quietly judge you. Here's how they look like from behind too. So in terms of like accuracy, I'd say also they're pretty good. You know, they're condensed, smaller versions of the figure, so you can't quite fit in as many details as you normally could. But for the size of what you're getting here, I'm very happy with them. I mean, they're Minimates size. Now, Minimates do a great job of getting in as much detail as they can, or as I like to call it, getting the essential details into the figures, that really the things that matter the most to the characters. Now, almost all the figures here come with accessories, which is good to know also. So we already talked about the bases, but what else do they come with? Well, Optimus actually has the most accessories here because Optimus has his axe hand. Let's see, we'll pop out one of those. I guess we'll pop out, I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't really remember which hand it goes in on, but it should make a difference in the toy. So I'm gonna make it his right hand. We'll give him the axe hand. And there we go. And he also comes with his blaster. So we'll give him that in his other hand over here. So there we go. That's a perfect fit. That looks really cool. It's very cute also. Like I know it's really meant to be kind of menacing because he's attacking you with an axe, but look how adorable this little Minimate Optimus is. Bumblebee also gets an accessory. I believe this is his accessory. He gets a little blaster as well, which is very small. Very cute and adorable as well. And then we have this bit here, which I'm actually not sure what it is. I feel a little foolish doing a video not knowing what this piece is here. I think this is meant to go on Optimus, but I'm not quite sure. It's basically an alternate headpiece for somebody. And, you know, Diamond Select toys don't really typically put instructions in their stuff, which makes it a little hard to figure out what things are if you're not quite as deep in the fandom, because they often will do something that's a little bit more obscure. So if anybody out there in the comments can actually tell me what that head is and who it goes to, please let me know, and especially if you know what episode it's from, because I'd really like to know. So as always at Minimates reviews, I don't really have a ton of things to say about them because they're very small, and there's, you know, a lot of details you can already see. So I feel like at this point I'm just going to kind of showcase the figures, let you take a better look at them as they move around, and just kind of give my last thoughts on them. And I think they're really perfect. Like, I love Minimates. I love small figures in general. I love minifigures. And Transformers are so good at this size because they can really cram in a lot of interesting, unique details. And I feel like as far as articulated figures go, like, Transformers are perfect for this type of thing. They have a very cartoony look, which fits it really nicely. The blocky look also, I think, is just like a really, really great stylish fit for the Minimates. So I think this is just a perfect marriage of the franchise here, and a perfect way for Hasbro and Diamond Select to work together. I love all the little accessories that they have. Now, obviously not everybody's going to have accessories, but what they do have is great. I hope that more figures will have more accessories as we go along. Having the bases, of course, is amazing. You need to have the bases. Can't beat those. And I think it's been a pretty solid choice for the first four as well. You know, like, a lot of people probably want to see, like, Megatron in the first wave, but it makes sense to hold off on him, because Megatron, and same with Soundwave, they're, like, super popular characters, so obviously they're going to stick them into some other waves to make sure that people keep buying them. And to be quite honest, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think folks are going to want to be buying these toys for many, many years to come, and I hope that these Minimates are around for many years to come, because there's a whole lot of characters to get through. If you've been a fan of the Minimates from Marvel that they've done, if you've been a fan of any other franchises that Diamond Select has done, you know how cool these figures can get and how expansive the lines can also become. So that is my hope, is that Transformers becomes a real big one. And we also do know that G.I. Joe is going to have Minimates on the way too, and I cannot wait to see those in person, because man, I love G.I. Joe figures. Again, same thing. I haven't been reviewing the classifieds as much because, frankly, they've been hard to find. But the G.I. Joe Minimates, I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a different story. I should have easy access to them also, thankfully, because Diamond Select has been kind enough to send these to me. Hopefully they'll do that with the G.I. Joes as well. But again, both lines are enormous. They've got so many possibilities, so many options. And best of all for G.I. Joe, I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but we could probably even see some vehicles, which would be amazing to get in Minimate size. But as far as Transformers go here, again, great paint job, great detail. Surprising articulation. I thought we'd lose some articulation here, but we did not lose any of it, so that's great too. These are great, and as far as price point goes also, I don't quite remember what they're going to be, but Minimates are never terribly expensive either, and you're getting a 4-pack here. It's going to be a good price. It's going to be great for hardcore Transformers collectors, for casual collectors. They hit all the marks. These are probably just some of my favorite Minimates to come out this year, and there's been some strong waves, so yeah, I really cannot recommend these enough. So I'm going to have links, of course, to where you can order these Minimates, and I do recommend you get them. And I know there's going to be a lot more waves to come, so don't miss out on these, because chances are once these go, they're going to become rare and hot items. So get them now before they become a rare and hot item, and you got to spend 3 times the price to get them. So that's our look at the Transformers Minimates from Diamond Select. I love them, and I think you're going to love them too. So until next time, I'm Matthew. This has been Nerd News Today. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys here next time. Toy collectors, roll out.